What's up, food fans? It's your boy Jay Freaking Money. You might have seen my boiled hot pocket video on my other channel, but today I picked up some Oscar Mayer beef franks from the store, and today I'm gonna cook them and talk to you guys a little bit. These hot dogs specifically come in packs of 10, but I am only going to make one pack. The other pack's gonna go back in the freezer. So I'm going to go ahead and open the pack. I have the water already. I did it off camera because I wanted to get it to start heating up. I always put them in frozen. I wait for the water to get hot. If you guys hear that little jump, that's my dog Teddy. He's really nosy and really wants to be in this video, but that's for another video. So after I put my hot dogs in, I'll show you guys. I don't like to fill the whole thing up with water because it's a waste of water, and two, you don't need to fill the whole pot with water. It just takes longer to heat up. I always use cold water, hot water, as you guys know, comes out of your water softener, and or your water tank, and that's disgusting because you don't want to be cooking all that sediment and crap. So I put the lid on so it goes faster. I got my heat cranked on high. And, I'm just going to wait a couple minutes till it starts boiling. Alright, I'm back. I stopped the video for a second because hot dogs were painfully slow to heat up. And I don't know if you guys can see. Holy shit, that's hot. I don't know if you guys can see, but they are at a strong boil. Depending on the size of the hot dogs, I try to do maybe for like 8 minutes. But I don't know, this is my first YouTube video in a long time. I've made a couple before, like I was talking about the boiled hot pockets, some ancient alien things, and I did some small project for a friend's company. But the reason I'm getting back into YouTube is or TikTok or whatever platform it is, whatever you guys are watching this on, it doesn't matter to me. As long as you like, comment, subscribe, notifications, all that good stuff. I'm gonna try to be cranking out videos like every day, whether it's me and the family or just playing video games, stuff like that, or streaming, cooking, maybe some vlogging. I don't know if you guys can see me. Maybe a weight loss journey is on the horizon. I don't know. The world is my oyster. But for right now, I'm going to stick with something simple. And what I know how to do well is boiling hot dogs. Because hot dogs are delicious, especially the beef variety. I just got a new camera the other day. I'm actually using the iPhone 16 Pro. I decided to change the lighting on the video because I decided it's like more natural light. It just changes the vibe and the experience. So I don't know. So I finished the hot dogs. I got my little table set up here. I'm gonna try them out. I don't understand why these hot dogs come in packs of 10, but the buns only come in packs of 8. So I gotta grab a couple out of this older bag, and then I got a newer bag too, because I'm a 3 hot dog kind of guy. I don't know how many hot dogs kind of guys you are, or gals. I was at the store the other day, and I just don't understand people at all. I was at the bread aisle. Matter of fact, I was getting some bread to make some stuff, and there was this guy there who seemed extremely aggressive, and for what, I don't know, because it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. Like, what could possibly be going wrong at 6 a.m.? There was an employee stocking the shelves, and the guy pushes the cart out of the way to get to something behind the cart, but then he sees me and like just totally puts his body on top of my body and just reached over me to grab what he needed. It made me uncomfortable or whatever. So, when I moved my car, I walked past him, and I told him, I was like, dude, you need to learn personal space. And this guy freaked out to the fact where he was like following me down 3 aisles just to talk to me, like just to harass me. He's calling me fat. He was talking about other sexual exploiteds, exploitive nature things. Um, he was really aggressive. He's calling me a millennial and that he's a God fearing man and then this and that. And I get about 3 aisles over, and the guy's still following me, and it's just to the point of ridiculousness. So you pull out the phone because you fear for your own safety, and the guy got physical, and it's like in my mind I had to contemplate, okay, do I get physical back, or do I just let it go? Because at the end of the day, we're all just trying to take care of our families, and you can lose your livelihood or your life in an instant. I just don't understand where people lose compassion for each other, or just don't have any regard for other people's personal space. And honestly, maybe I shouldn't have said something to him in passing because I didn't know he was going to be that triggered. But a simple "Hey, excuse me, can I get around you?" that would have sufficed. It was 6 o'clock in the morning. The aisles are like 7 feet wide. It was just obnoxious. There's no reason to do that. But anyways, I like mustard on my dogs. Sometimes I do chili, cheese, onions, whatever. Gerald, I don't know. He needs something. Maybe some mustard. Maybe I'll just eat his hot dog too. Obviously, I've been eating his hot dogs for the last 5 years. That's why he looks like that. So good. These are all beef flavor, and it's ridiculous. The bread's all right, I guess, but I don't really care. It's cheap. But anyways, later that day, excuse me. Later that day, my wife and I had to go to the store for her mother. A completely different chain, completely different city. I encountered a guy that was roughly the same age as this guy. I didn't disclose the age before, but this guy had to be like mid 60s, maybe early 70s. But he's in really good health, so it's hard to tell how old people are when they're actually in good shape. But we ran into this older gentleman at the other store, and it was just such a breath of fresh air because this other guy made me question myself, like how I should act or conduct myself in public. And I believe in standing up for myself, without walking around and being all crazy because who am I? I'm nobody. But we were talking about basketball and basketball history, and he made a comment. He said that he could just tell that like me and my wife are genuinely in love with each other, and there's lots of love and all that stuff. And he said that the way we were carrying ourselves and conducting ourselves, and just the way we were talking with him about stuff, and gave him the time, and wasn't in a hurry or rushing around and being all crazy and acting like you're so self-important, like I don't know. Anyway, but he said that it gave him a hope for humanity, that there's still decent people in the world, and it meant a lot to me. It was pretty cool. So yeah, I'm gonna be releasing content, just cooking food or playing games, stuff like that. I'll actually do something besides boiling hot dogs next time though. Maybe I'll microwave popcorn. I'm not sure yet. I got a busy schedule. But that's it for now, food fans. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Like, share, comment, subscribe, blow some whistles, notification bells. I don't know. But it's going to get really cool. It's going to get really interesting. Wish me luck. Bye.